The neon sign of the 24-hour convenience store hummed, casting a faint, sickly green glow across the empty street. Taehyung sat on the curb, nursing a lukewarm can of coffee, his knees drawn up to his chest. It was 3 a.m., a time when the world felt both vast and impossibly small. He heard the crunch of familiar sneakers approaching and didn't need to look up. Jungkook, his best friend and the silent subject of a million sleepless nights, dropped down beside him. Jungkook was effortlessly cool, all dark denim and quiet confidence, even when he was just walking home after a late recording session. "Couldn't sleep, Young?" Jungkook's voice was low, a velvet rumble that always sent a shiver down Taehyung's spine. "The usual," Taehyung mumbled, taking a sip of the bitter coffee. "Too much on my mind." Jungkook leaned back, resting his palms on the pavement. "Like what?" Taehyung hesitated, his heart doing a frantic, clumsy dance against his ribs. This was it, the moment he'd rehearsed 100 times in his head, only to chicken out every single time. He looked at Jungkook's profile, the sharp jawline, the tiny scar near his eyebrow, the intense, hooded gaze that somehow managed to be both challenging and protective. "Like you," Taehyung whispered, the word barely audible. Jungkook turned his head, his eyes widening slightly. The silence that followed was heavy, punctuated only by the distant wail of a police siren. Taehyung felt a rush of fear, expecting rejection, an awkward laugh, anything to shatter the fragile moment. Instead, Jungkook just stared at him, a slow, almost predatory smirk spreading across his lips. He shifted, closing the small distance between them. He didn't ask a question. He simply reached out and gently ran his thumb over the curve of Taehyung's jaw. "Finally," Jungkook murmured, his voice deeper now, the early morning chill forgotten. Taehyung blinked, confused. "Finally what?" Jungkook's hand slipped to the back of Taehyung's neck, his fingers tangling in the soft strands of his hair. His eyes dark, serious, and utterly possessive, locked onto Taehyung's. "Finally said it," Jungkook said, his breath warm against Taehyung's ear as he leaned in close. "I was getting tired of waiting for you to catch up. I've known for months, Taehyung." And then, before Taehyung could process the shock, the confusion, or the sudden dizzying wave of relief, Jungkook's lips were on his. It was a firm, uncompromising kiss, one that tasted faintly of the sweet energy drink Jungkook had been holding, but mostly of a powerful, undeniable certainty. It was the kiss of someone who knew exactly what he wanted and wasn't going to wait around anymore. Jungkook pulled back just enough to look into Taehyung's dazed eyes, his thumb stroking his cheek. "Just to be clear, Hyung," Jungkook whispered, his expression softening into something devastatingly tender. "You're mine now, and you know I like to be in control." He paused, his smirk returning. "I'm the one leading this story, okay?" Taehyung, breathless and utterly surrendered, could only manage a small, shaky nod. The sickly green neon light suddenly seemed like the most beautiful spotlight in the world.